Welcome. Let's begin. Today's the 8th day of Lent, the Wednesday of the first week of Lent. A quote from St. Rose of Lima. When we serve the poor and the sick, we serve Jesus. We must not fail to help our neighbors because in them we serve Jesus. Is there a particular social issue you've wanted to learn about, such as addiction, racism, homelessness, immigration, etc.? Make a point to learn more about one of these issues to help deepen your compassion and understanding of the struggles faced by others. Let's also take a look at Luke chapter 11, verses 29 through 30. This generation is an evil generation. It seeks a sign, but no sign will be given it except the sign of Jonah. Just as Jonah became a sign to the Ninevites, so will the Son of Man be to this generation. I want you to abstain from a favorite food or an activity today as a sign of your following the Son of Man. So something that you like to eat, drink, or do, abstain from it. Just do without it today. Whether it's getting on, well, obviously you're on social media because you're listening to me, right? But after this, like, refrain from watching any videos online, or maybe it's not talking so much on the phone or not watching TV so much. Just take yourself away from an earthly pleasure that you enjoy and just refocus that energy on Jesus. Now, part of Lent is we give up something for Lent, whether it's something you like to do or eat or drink or say. Some people try to stop cursing for Lent. Some give up chocolate, or they stop watching certain television shows. I gave up coffee and hot tea, because every morning I like to either drink a cup of coffee or a cup of hot herbal tea, and I've given that up for Lent. And I thought it would be harder, but it's not really that hard to do. And it's good to give something up for Jesus. Jesus gave everything up for us. He gave up his life for us. So it's not asking too much from us to give up something for him, even for a short period of time. Now, going back to social issues that you're curious about, we all get curious about things that are going on that probably don't affect our life. But it's one of those walk a mile in their shoes situation where you want to learn about why someone gets addicted, whether it's an addiction to something really bad, such as pornography or drugs. Some people get addicted to food. Some people get addicted to other people. I know it's a strange thing to think of, but there are some people who it becomes an obsession, but it's an addiction. They can't leave someone alone, or it turns into stalking. It can get very dangerous. And as far as addictions go, well, why do people turn to those things? Is it because something else is missing in their life? Is it because of pain and heartache that they don't know how to deal with? Could it be that it started out innocently, such as from an injury, and they were on pain medication, and then now they can't wean themselves off of it? Looking to prayer will always help you with that. And a lot of people don't think of that when they're in the midst of an addiction. But praying to God, seeking God, and asking him to help you, it goes a long way. Talking to Mother Mary and asking her for her guidance and her help, it does work. I'm not saying that you don't need professional help. You most certainly do. But you also have to include the Lord and Mother Mary in those problems, in trying to overcome those problems, because they are the spiritual force that will help you. Because I promise you, if you're caught up in an addiction somewhere, or racism for that matter, or anything that can consume you, it comes from a dark side. There's no light shining that comes from hate and self-destruction. That is evil. Okay? There is a bad force behind things like that push you into an addiction, that push you to hate. There's nothing good about that. So to counteract that, you have to push back. And it takes by just calling on the name of Jesus. I went over this in one of my other videos about a little book that I read about Jesus. The name of Jesus is powerful. The name of Mary is powerful. Holy Mary, Mother of God. Saying those things aloud, saying them in your heart, in your mind, closing your eyes and praying. Every little prayer helps. You will push back the devil. You will push back those demons that are after you. So you have to call on them. Homelessness. There's also a story behind that. People become homeless because of addiction. People become homeless because they lose everything they have, whether it's due to work or being shunned by family or community. Something happens to someone to be in a situation that they're in. And we never, it's not a normal thing to just stop on the street and ask someone, hey, why are you homeless? First thing they're going to look at you is like, well, are you a cop? Or look, just give me something and go on your way. To truly help somebody who is suffering from anything, you have to look at Jesus. You have to call on Jesus. He knew what it was to be homeless. He had a home, yes, with Mary and Joseph. But once he started his ministry and he went from town to town and he just kind of camped out and lived on his own, he was homeless. He put himself in our shoes to know what it was to be like us. God put himself in our shoes. Or go barefoot. Either way, he walked a mile in our steps. He walked 10,000 miles in our steps. All the back and forth trekking that Jesus did, from one place to the other and back again, and round he went. And he looked on the love and the comfort and the acceptance of strangers to help him along. And then finding his apostles, starting the ministry, knowing what was coming. He knew what hunger was. He knew about pain and sadness. He put himself in our place. So you don't have to reach out to those that are actually going through those things to understand it. There's plenty of videos online. You can find stories. You can find websites who help with those issues. But I'll ask is that you just try to understand it a little, just a little bit, to know where someone else is coming from. So that is it for today. And you have a blessed day. And may the Father in heaven shine his light down upon you this day and every day. Just keep praying to him. Just keep looking to him, and he will be there. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.